Listen, if you want your ex back and you want your power back, stop everything and hear this. What I'm about to tell you has brought more exes back than any secret mind game ever could. Okay, deep breath. Breakups feel like getting thrown out of your own life. 1 minute you're fine, the next your chest feels like it's carrying 10 years of emotional weight. And right now, all you want is clarity. Maybe you want them back. Maybe you want to forget them. Maybe you want both at the same time, because humans are complicated like that. But here's the twist. The same 5 psychological shifts that make an ex come back are the exact same shifts that make you stop feeling desperate for them. It's a win either way. And no, we're not doing manipulation, toxic mind games, or love bombing nonsense. We're doing what actually works in the real world, backed by research, Reddit's deepest breakup trenches, and thousands of real experiences. So let's get into the real deal. First thing, silence. Not block them to hurt them silence. I mean real, calm, self-respecting space. When someone expects you to keep chasing and suddenly you don't, their brain literally goes into confusion mode. People don't miss you when you're constantly reminding them you're there. They miss you when your absence changes their routine. And silence does something to you too. It stops you from spiraling, it gives your emotions room to settle, and it breaks that instinct to chase what's running away. Every study on post-breakup recovery says space is absolutely necessary. And yes, sometimes that space is the thing that makes an ex start checking your socials again. Next, the glow-up. The real one, not the let me pretend I'm fine while crying at 2 a.m. We're talking emotional, physical, lifestyle glow-up. Humans are wired to reassess what they lost when the version of you they remember suddenly upgrades. You're taking care of yourself. You're getting healthier. You're finding new hobbies. That shift is magnetic, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you're creating a life that's interesting without them in it. And people notice. Your ex notices. But more importantly, you notice. You start realizing you weren't the problem. You were just growing, and they weren't growing with you. Here's another part nobody talks about. Peace is attractive. Chaos pushes people away, but calm pulls them back in. When you don't post drama, don't subtweet, don't collapse publicly, that quiet confidence stands out. It shows emotional maturity. It signals stability. Something research shows people crave in relationships way more than passion or excitement. Peace makes people nostalgic. Nostalgia makes them reconsider. And maybe the most powerful shift, breaking patterns. Every relationship has predictable roles. Maybe you were the one who always apologized first. Maybe you were the one who chased, or the one who worried more, or the one who gave more. When you stop repeating the old pattern, your ex starts questioning everything they assumed. People expect you to stay the same. When you don't, you become interesting again. Curiosity is one of the strongest psychological triggers for reconnecting. But the part that really hits? Identity. After a breakup, you actually go through a psychological reset. Studies show your brain is trying to rebuild who you are without that person. And when you start developing a new identity, a stronger, clearer, more confident version of yourself, people feel that shift. They see it. And the weird thing? That's when exes come back. Not when you're begging, not when you're hurting, but when you're becoming someone even you are impressed by. Now, let me tell you something real. Yes, these 5 shifts make exes come back all the time. You've seen it online. I've seen it. Reddit is practically a museum of people saying, my ex came crawling back the second I let go. And yeah, that might happen to you too. Because people are drawn to growth, confidence, and peace. But here's the twist you didn't expect. By the time your ex realizes what they lost, you might not want them anymore. You might look at your life and think, wow, leaving them was the plot twist I needed. And that's the best part. These steps don't guarantee you'll get your ex back. They guarantee you'll get yourself back. And whether your ex returns or someone better enters your life, you win either way. So if you're listening to this heartbroken, confused, or replaying memories at night, relax your shoulders. Slow down. You are not broken. You are not unlovable. You're in a transition. And transition is where people evolve the most. Do these 5 things not for your ex, but for your future self. Because you are either leveling up for their return or leveling up for your own next chapter.
As a married man to my beautiful wife, April, I can honestly say this from a place of real experience. Growth is the most powerful thing a person can choose. I've watched my wife rise, heal, and transform, and that taught me something important. You don't chase anyone who walks out of your life. You become the version of yourself that you're proud of, and the right people will align with that. When someone leaves, let them, because if they were meant to stay, they would stand beside you the way I stand beside my wife. And if they weren't meant for your path, their absence is protection, not punishment. I've learned in marriage that real love shows up consistently. It doesn't make you beg and it doesn't disappear when things get hard. So choose yourself, grow for yourself, and trust that the love meant for you will never require you to shrink.